we received 12 requests from manufacturers to use our speakers at the show. Since we require that we set those speakers up and that we have a finite amount of time during the show to do that, we're only able to accommodate a certain number of those requests.
Even though we're working with professionals, gifted people who design amplifiers and cables and support stand systems and so forth, all very heavily, and they just don't quite have that knowledge, and they welcome it from us to come in and provide that finishing touch, as it were, where the speaker should go in the room. That's part of the process, and it's a lot of fun. And having done it for many years now, I'm amazed myself every time I do it, as we all are, when you move that speaker that eighth or half of an inch, and you just hear an immediate change, and it's very obvious and clearly audible, and very worth pursuing.
And this year we took on 6, which was the largest number of setups that we've ever done during a show, and we're very honored and flattered that they choose our speakers to use to demonstrate their cables and their amplifiers or their turntables or CD players or whatever it is that they're manufacturing.
When we started using Wilson speakers, I realized that this is it. Before I started using your speakers, I got a chance to listen to these speakers many times, and being honest, I didn't like them very much. But when I started using your speakers with my electronics, it's bingo. I realized that this is it. And later, I started investigating things about your speakers, and I realized also that it's not a coincidence. They are designed properly.
I met the Wilson folks years ago, only a couple, 2-3 years after we entered the industry, and I was immediately impressed with the sound of the speakers, obviously, but moreover, that they're a company that pursued real science and real engineering and applied those principles in a scientific, proper engineering manner. And I believe in that because that's what we do with our brand name. So it was a very easy choice with the staff of the company and the quality of the sound and the fundamental engineering protocols they use to develop their product. It just felt like a glove fit for us. And of course, I love the sound.
I think there's a symbiotic relationship between Balanced Audio Technology and Wilson, and that we both pay a lot of attention to microdynamics and dynamic linearity, which is, I think, something that is missing from most playback systems. The Wilsons have the ability to sing to me at low levels, mid levels, high levels, with very complex information. And they do it in such a way that it's musical and not analytical. Not that analytical is such a bad thing. It's just that that's typically used, that term is used in our industry anyway, to mean something that is less than musical. That's not the way I think of it at all. They're very accurate, but at the same time, they really speak to me musically.
This is the day the fisherman likes.
See, now you hear weight. That's what you're supposed to do. Now it's coming in.
The bass is quite a bit better right there.
Yeah, that's what I knew that would come in at this point. Yeah. And we didn't pay a price anywhere else to get that, which is a good thing.
I like the mid-range even better.
Yeah.
If it's possible.
Yeah.
It's even more focused.
Yeah.
What I like better about the mid-range is that there's more flesh on the bones without it being bloated.
And when we come the next half inch, the echo behind his voice is going to become even more apparent. You'll see. And then I think that we're about a half inch from the goal.
If everything will be okay, I'm going to use your speakers forever.